Okay, so that you guys know that in short, OOB stands for operator-owned buses, and GOB stands for government-owned buses. And you do know that toilet transit, it's like LTA just, I don't know why, but they tend to favor toilet transit over like other bus operators in Singapore. Because recently, SMRT already knew that like toilet transit, they were gonna take in 9 BYDs. So the BYDs, as you know, is the stupid buses without the physical mirror. I mean, they can attach physical mirrors, it's just that the stupid authority just chooses not to do so and make these buses run without physical mirrors and only the digital mirrors, which, you know, break very often. So yes, they will be getting like 9 of these buses. And SMRT already knew that these 9 buses will be BYD and not MAN 822. So the MAN 822s that you know, they were sent from like, I think mostly Seletar Depot to SMRT's now Soon Lee Bus Park. They were meant for like to replace the outgoing Euro 5 Scania KUBs, which SMRT wants to give them back to SBS Transit in exchange for like more A22s, because that's the model that SMRT is familiar with. They have operator-owned buses and government-owned buses of MAN A22. But however, LTA suddenly sent, I think it was like 3040 or something along those lines, I cannot remember, but like the A22s that were meant to be used as KUB replacements, they actually got quote-unquote mistakenly sent over to toilet transit. And I mean, I don't know if SMRT could have been more specific when it comes to like their demands from LTA. I don't know. I am not part of like the eternal discussion or whatever, but it's like, you know, they screwed up. Because SMRT, they were going to throw out all 45 units of KUB back to SBS Transit. And as I've said before, Soon Lee would operate majority A22. And that's the reason why they are just not happy that the A22s, they are not going to SMRT despite SMRT requesting for it. And because of that, naturally SMRT would be kind of mad and furious about it, rightfully so. Because I don't know if like the people inside Bus Assets like misunderstood their intentions. I know that Bus Assets Deputy Director has already left, but I think this one, it was either done intentionally to benefit Toilet, or it was just done as it was just a whole misunderstanding. I don't know which one's the case. And the thing is, SMRT, they might not even get like the electric buses until I was told third phase of like Gali Batu. I don't know what that means, but like the reason is they want to send all their operator-owned assets to be used in Soon Lee. So Soon Lee will get all the diesel buses, the old buses, and then Gali Batu would get all the newer incoming electric buses. I don't know about Woodlands, but it's like, you know, SMRT wants to push all of their diesel buses to Soon Lee Bus Park. And like, I mean, it's quite obvious why. Soon Lee has been a dumping ground for both SBS and SMRT ever since like the beginning of time. And it makes sense also because it's like the diesel buses are just best used in this bus package. So if they don't even get like their KUB replacements on time, they are not able to send in more diesel buses more diesel buses from Gali Batu's side to SLBP, like Sunli Bus Park. Like, if it's not done in time, then they just cannot send the A22s, like their own A22s over, or even like the government owned A22s over from Gali Batu to Sunli. I know this is like a bit different from what I was talking about earlier, but it's like, how do I put it? SMRT wants to send their own assets, but their own assets to replace like the outgoing KUBs, which is like 45 of them, it's not enough. And that's why SMRT needed extra buses, the government-owned A22s, Euro 5s. They need those extra buses so that, you know, everything can be just sent to Sunli Bus Park properly. If it doesn't get sent over in time, and then there is like a delay in SMRT receiving like the electric buses to be put in Gali Batu Depot, then I mean, like, as what I've mentioned earlier, it's like they are just not able to like coordinate and like ensure that there is like a seamless transfer of buses from like one depot to another. Like, it's like when everything is delayed. And Toilet Transit is supposedly getting BYD as an exchange to SG plated MAN A22s to Mandai for OC500LE replacements. Yes, you heard that right. And then go ahead, them getting set new buses, it's just, as a fleet addition, it's like to pump in new buses, because I mean, Go Ahead has been like kind of neglected, so they need the new buses. And SMRT, it's like, if you were in their position, you would be confused and you would be frustrated. It's like, does the authority not understand my intentions, or did I not state clearly, or who messed up? Like, you would be thinking all of these. Because it's like the original plan was to get, I was told, 20 BYDs, 20 BYD B12s to replace 20 OC500 LEs plus 10 MAN A22s to Sunli. So maybe even Sunli will get BYDs if I'm reading that correct, but it's just a minority only. But anyway, I'm just now I was like kind of reading from a script, so I'm just quoting. I don't know the exact details, but yeah, it's just from the script. I'm sorry. And that's all I have for now. But yes, they still have a lot of like cleaning up to do, to put it mildly. And I like this area because there's like a lot of private buses. I don't really care what's like the bus manufacturer or like brand or anything, like what bus model, but I just like seeing all these private buses. I'll do a tip, like if you want to film them, you should film them from afar and not up close, because they are private bus drivers, not public bus drivers, and they might not be used to like enthusiasts yet, so just something to like keep in mind. If you want to film like the private buses or like trucks here, you do it from afar. Apologies for my camera being shaky. I'm only holding it with one hand right now, so yeah. Bye.